Italy is a fantastic country famous for its history, culture, and incredible landscapes. It is absolutely one of the best places in the world to visit. In this video, we will show you 10 of the many most beautiful and interesting places in Italy, where you can learn more about the wonders and riches of this amazing country. This top will not be a ranking, but a list of 10 places to visit, so the positions do not go from least beautiful to most beautiful or vice versa. That said, let's get started. Let's start this top with Rome. Let's start our trip to Italy with the Eternal City, Rome, the capital of Italy, where history and culture blend seamlessly. You will see ancient buildings built centuries ago by the sacred Roman Empire, the longest-lived empire ever. Among these ancient buildings, the most famous is the symbol of the city, that is the Colosseum, the arena in which valiant warriors called gladiators fought centuries ago, with the main purpose of satisfying the public's enthusiasm for deadly games and challenges. It was called Colosseum because from Latin it means colossal, a large and imposing structure. To date, of course, things have changed. The Colosseum is now used for sightseeing both from outside and inside the structure, telling the story and all the most famous episodes that occurred inside the Colosseum. If all of this has intrigued you, then you will be pleased to know that Rome also offers other monuments such as the Roman Forum, the Pantheon, Arch of the Argentians, Arch of Constantine, Flaminian Obelisk, Montecitorio Obelisk, the Mouth of Truth, and many others. Rome also offers delicious and traditional cuisine. Typical Italian pasta dishes include carbonara, amatriciana, pasta cacio e pepe, and many other delicious dishes. At number 2, we find Venice. We continue our journey to the city on the water. Venice, the most influential city in the world. It is always used as inspiration to create settings for movies, TV series, and more. Even in Los Angeles, we have a reimagining of this grand city, but the real Venice is something indescribable. Built on 118 islands, it has as many as 117 canals connected by 360 bridges. Venice is a special place, almost magical. You will not find roads, motorcycles, or cars, but boats with locals ready to tell you the story and illustrate the monuments of the city. The monuments are many. We find among them St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace, Rialto Bridge, St. Mark's Square, and many other monuments. At number 3, on our Italian trip, we find Florence. Florence is the city of art and culture, chock full of everyday tourists, where some of the most important masterpieces of the Italian Renaissance can be found. This city has also had tributes from the film and video game worlds. You will find structures with awe-inspiring architecture everywhere. Among the most important, we find the landmark building of Florence and the Italian Renaissance, that is the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. It is one of the largest churches in the world, named so because its legendary founder was named Fiorino. This is not the end of the story. The Uffizi Gallery will amaze you even more. The museum we are talking about is famous for housing works, such as paintings and sculpture, by the greatest artists of Italy and beyond. There you will find works by Giotto, Titian, Caravaggio, and the great Leonardo da Vinci. You will end up loving this fantastic city. At number 4 is Naples. Naples is the city of pizza and good food, but it also offers a fascinating history and culture, as it has undergone so many influences from many peoples of the past, such as the Greeks, Romans, and the Spanish kings of the 17th century, namely the Bourbons. This city was built at the foot of Vesuvius, the most important volcano in Europe. The city also was built by the Greeks on a gulf to sight allied and enemy ships. This gulf today has taken the name Gulf of Naples. Naples has points where the whole city, including Vesuvius and the Gulf, can be observed from above. Among these numerous points, we find the most important and fascinating, namely St. Anthony's Terrace in Posillipo, the boats moored in the port of Mergellina, the Castle of Sant'Elmo and Castel dell'Ovo. The entire Gulf and the ever-present Vesuvius are all elements that put together will create the most beautiful view in the world. Naples is also famous for its people, who are lively, scaramantic, and comical and take everything lightly. In Naples, almost everyone loves soccer and everyone loves the Napoli team. You can tell when you walk through the Spanish quarters amidst the blue flags that represent the color of the beloved team. You will even find murals about Diego Armando Maradona, the one who has represented Naples both in football and media, a true god to this warm people. There are places full of tourists, art and theater. Among them we find San Gregorio Armeno, Teatro San Carlo, Underground Naples, Galleria Borbonica, Mailangiano and the Cathedral of San Gennaro, and the subway station of Via Toledo, called the most beautiful subway station in the world. At number 5, we stay a little longer in Campania by finding Amalfi. The Amalfi Coast is one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world, with spectacular views of the sea, famous vacation destination. It is characterized by a coastline of small beaches and fishing villages with very warm colors. The best place in Amalfi is Positano town, named after Poseidon, god of the sea. The beauty of this place leaves everyone spellbound. Before continuing with this top, remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and leave a like. At number 6, we find the magnificent Cinque. We move from Campania and go to Liguria, specifically Quinqueré. This place is a collection of 5 villages on the Ligurian coast, where time seems to stand still. All these villages are different from each other, but they are also very similar. They will surely leave you speechless with their beauty. Among the 5 lands we find Vernazza town that almost completely influenced the setting of Porto Rosso, the village where the events of Luke, the Disney film, are set and told. At number 7 on this top list we find Milan. Milan is the city of fashion and shopping. Since the 18th century, this city has always represented a worldly life, where everything and everyone moves for their own purposes and for the sake of their careers. The world's leading fashion brands such as Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, Armani, and many others. But Milan is not only a city that represents fashion. Like every Italian city, it is rich in history and culture. And among the most important monuments we find the Duomo of Milan, the symbol of this beautiful city. At number 8, we find the city of Verona. It has long been said that Verona is the city of lovers. This is thanks to the events of the novel written by the Italian poet Alessandro Manzoni, I Promessi Sposi, which is about the troubled love of 2 soulmates belonging to rival lineages. There are many monuments in Verona, such as its historic center that encloses Arena di Verona, Piazza Bra, Piazza Urbe, Palazzo della Regione, Arci Scagliere, and many other. At number 9, we find Turin. Turin is the city of chocolate and good food. In fact, it is the city with the most starred restaurants in Italy. This city also has its own history and traditions, such as the famous Mole Antonelliana and the Egyptian Museum, one of the largest museums of Egyptian art in the world. There are also other monuments, especially palaces with impressive architecture, such as the Royal Palace, Palazzo Madama, Cinema Museum, and other fantastic structures. At number 10, we finish the top with Matera. Matera is a city famous as it is built on and surrounded by stones. This allows you to enjoy a unique and unmissable setting. In the city, you should definitely visit the Sassi di Matera, the local restaurants, the Museum of Peasant Civilization, Cave House in the Sassi, Tramontano Castle, and more. We conclude our journey through the 10 places to visit in Italy. Remember that Italy has so much to offer, from its culture and history to its cuisine and breathtaking landscapes. So if you would like more tops on this amazing country in the future, please let me know with a comment. Thanks for following along and have a great trip to Italy.